a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Bring in the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched in corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Hart. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Blue Devils are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Holds and fires complete to the right.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Pocket breaking down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To throw, it's Mahat. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. But a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Mahat. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give is to Williams. Can't get him to the ground. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Here's the heat. He's going to run it. He's got it on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's King. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap.
And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's caught. It's Hodges. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you dive by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Scanning the field, it's Mahan. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Duke! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think that pass play was simply designed to just get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Zings it complete to the right. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's King. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll find it at the 39. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Going right to work up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. And the Blue Devils heading quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this defense's success.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Finds his big tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pressure coming. Safe completion on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Here's the pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mahat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Phillips. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hart. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Dumps it to the back. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by the...
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Kane. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. They'll move the wide receiver. The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down will open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Mahan. Finds his man, it's Moore. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
4th down coming up.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could.
Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Duke. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Mason. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Quick step and go. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. He got it, and that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back and forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Northwestern. They'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing.
Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. There he goes to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Mahan. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Grabs it in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your... There he goes! Oh, he got loose! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's King. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one, finds some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Wall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
It's conquered. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
28.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
QB spikes it.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're putting their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship.